Alright guys, today we're going to be taking a morning walk. So I'm just sort of preparing myself, probably trying to pack something with me, something to drink. Let's see. Whoa, it's not opening up too fast. I think a Monster sounds pretty good. I got my boots on because we're going to be walking on a trail for a bit. I'm going to pack my house keys, so I'm going to lock the door when I leave. Need a wallet for my ID in case somebody like, hey, or vice versa. You never know. You always have to carry your ID. Alright, so I'm gonna pack in my leather jacket. It's a bomber jacket kind of thing. Hold on. Give it a couple seconds. Alright. Got it on. I'm gonna flip the camera if that's possible at this time. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, there we go. Got my jacket on. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lock the doors behind me. I got the keys. Cell phone in hand. Alright, so okay. Now we start our adventure. Reconnecting. Pretty sweet. So we're starting this fine morning, walking in this general direction. So we're gonna be walking kind of far. Nothing I haven't done before. Granted, I've gone way farther. But yeah, no. Energy drink probably is not the best thing to pack. I want to pack some water and stay properly hydrated. If you don't know how long you're gonna be out, you could always need that sense of security. We're going to be passing through some main roads to get to where we're going. Because, like I said, I don't even know if my internet's going to actually work out here. I'm running off mobile data right now, so should be working pretty fine. Okay. The old neighborhood. Pack this energy drink actually in my inside coat pocket. Just give me a second. All right, I got it in my inside pocket there. Main reason for that, the can is cold. Still early in the morning. There's quite a bit of a breeze, so the can is freezing my hand. I want to avoid that. Now I'm wearing, I'll show you guys. I'm actually wearing my Caterpillar boots. Pretty nice. They're not steel toe, they're composite toe, so they don't really get that cold. I hear police sirens. Not sure what's exactly going on, but you never know these days. I think that's actually an ambulance. I don't think that's a police siren. I think someone got injured. Let's hope that may not be the future us on this adventure. Because like I said, we're going to go pretty far. So I know my sense of direction, so I don't really need a compass. And in worst case scenario, I got my phone for Google Maps. I think my phone's at like 70%. 65%. I guarantee you we'll be back within an hour. So when we get there, actually, in fact, when the wind starts to simmer down, we'll crack open my energy drink. Like I said, the reason that it's a bad idea to pack a can, I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but when you open it, you can't reclose it. So I can't re-put that in my pocket because it will spill everywhere. If it spills in my pocket, it's a nice jacket, I'm gonna be very fucking pissed. So we don't want that to happen. I'm gonna start moving and merging on this side of the road. There is no sidewalk. Part of the fuck ass about living here, so there is no sidewalk. So if cars are passing by, I kind of have to just move out of the way. But it is a fine morning, in fact, I will say that. There used to be a squirrel running across the street. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, there it goes. All right. So, again, we're heading pretty far. I don't know exactly how long we're going to be out, but where we're going, there's going to be lots of woods. Not really, but it is a nice trail. And I thought about going back to it because I've done it several times. So it's nothing that I'm not familiar with. I understand what kind of energy that I'd be exerting by going there, coming back home this early in the morning with no energy. But again, it's no big deal. So, again with that, like I said, I don't know if the internet is going to get cut off, but it says we're still live. So it's got to account for something, right? Yeah. So we're on a main road, but as you can see, well, you can't really see it, but if you know it, today is a Sunday, which means people are sleeping in time for the weekend, so there's not going to be a lot of traffic. So I'm going to go ahead and cross the street right here because there's nobody there at all. There's not much cars coming out that way. There's like a decent little fog out there, which is always kind of nice. So I don't know what's on the concrete here, but it looks like there's some sort of trail. I don't know what that stuff is, but it's pretty gross. I kind of don't want to step in it, but I got boots and it just keeps going. I don't know what all that's about. There's a huge, like there's a plot right there for sale. If anyone's buying. I don't know what inspired me to get up out of my house to go on this adventure, but I felt kind of bored. And I'm kind of going through a phase of depression, which I know is not always easy to talk about, but life's not really easy, and it shouldn't be. But for whatever reason, I just haven't been feeling it lately. And I know I've been posting a lot of Modern Warfare streams and stuff of that nature, but I feel like a lot of that's not the real me. A lot of that's just me playing video games, and this is the real me. So gotta shave soon. Got a little bit of mustache hair. It's kind of a little bit irritated from the weather, I guess. Something's in the air, I don't know exactly what it is. It smells kind of bad. But probably wondering about the dog tags. Those are my good luck dog tags. I've not served in the military, nor have I claimed to have served in the military at any point. If anyone's into British cars, kind of a cool place up ahead. If you see that big white building right there, they sell British car parts to like British car brands and stuff of that nature. You have a car that's from Britain, and they also do a lot of I think they do other European cars too, but I haven't checked because I drive a BMW, and BMWs are very specific with what kind of parts you put in your car. So there's always that. So it does look kind of run down a bit. There you have it. The little sign right there. MG Automotive, Moss, Britain, British car parts authorized distributor. So yeah, they I don't even know if my camera got the sign or not, because I'm not really looking at the camera, kind of watching my step. Maybe I should turn up the camera brightness on my end a little bit more. Now, that's a pretty cool Ford Bronco, but now, remember, if you choose to walk to the place that you're going to adventure, you're going to exert a lot more energy than it takes to ride a bike or drive there. So, the fact that I chose walking is a great exercise. It's a lot harder on the feet. It's more of a mindset thing too, whereas when you're on a bike, you're moving a lot faster. So granted, it doesn't really have the same kind of effect. Then again, what do I know? Looks like someone dumped their Crown Royal on the ground right there. Orange Crown Royal thing. I'm not gonna pick it up. I'm not gonna fuck around with it. Because I'm not 21, so picking up beer bottles may not be a good idea, because I'm not 21. And I don't want to get caught with that, and they're like, well, did you just drink out of it? I'm like, no, I found it on the ground. I'm like, no, you didn't. I'm not dealing with that. Be smart, leave it. Even if you decide to be a good Samaritan and pick it up and transport it to a trash can, they still see you with it, you tell them your story. Just don't fuck around with it. Let someone else do it. Even though it's a bad thing, you don't, if you're below 21, there's like a beer bottle laying on the ground, you want to pick it up because you don't like to pollute. So I wouldn't fuck with it. Just be mindful of yourself and those around you. There goes a fire truck. So I guess that was the sirens we were hearing earlier. So there's probably an ambulance in pursuit as well. So, I don't know. Wish I was 21. You'd really go for a cigarette right about now, or a cigar. There's something to going outside, even if you're not going anywhere. Just you're going somewhere. You know, I still think that walking is a great thing. And if you start it early in the morning, you have all day to get back home. Now, I do have money on me if I decide to stop for a bite to eat. But I'm not really feeling hungry right about now. And there's gonna be a lot of cars whizzing by. So I don't know. So that building right there, not that building, but that building, I used to work over there. And let me tell you what, the owner of that store really sucks. You know what, fuck it, I don't really care. We'll kind of cut through here. Kind of get away from the cars. That building sucks. Go to MedMart. Even though they have better stuff, the owner sucks. I know that because I worked there. I at one point. But so right over there is a vintage Camaro. You can see it right there. It's a Stingray. It's pretty classic. Right there's a Porsche. I'll get a better shot of that. Those are my Need for Speed people out there. That's a Porsche. It's pretty sweet. Nothing like the kind that we race in Need for Speed, but I never was a fan of that style of headlights. But regardless, Porsche's a Porsche, and they're fast, reliable. That's 50-50. You can have a whole debate about that if you wanted to in the comment section, but you know, I like the Porsches. I like German cars. I like American muscle ball. That's where I come from. But the German ingenuity, my bad. It's it's pretty impressive. So that's almost where we're aiming to go. I'm not gonna cross the road like I did earlier. This is a far more busier street, and I don't want to become a hazard to those driving. The road I crossed earlier was not nearly as busy. This is a far busier road. So we're not gonna really fucks with it. I just turned red. There's nobody oncoming. So actually we will cross. Because as you guys can see, the light's red. Well, you probably can't see it from the camera. There's no one right there, so you know, we saw an opportunity and took it. So, oh, there's an Audi. I gotta go. Camera quality. You may not have been able to tell it was an Audi because of the camera quality, but it was an Audi. There goes a Lexus. We're actually getting to where we need to go. It's actually, we're making progress. Never done a stream like this before. I'm just out and about in public. To me, this is strange. Okay. But yeah, to me, this is kind of strange. It's a foreign concept. Sorry guys, I'm not really talking much. Just don't really want to run out of breath when I get there. Because there's a lot of road to be crossed. I don't really want to run out of energy or breath. That's what it's all about. Being able to stay on top. And I can't do that talking the whole damn time. So I still have to cross. Yeah, it was safe. Yeah, when you gotta cross roads, always be careful. Even though you might be skilled enough to do it, doesn't take any skill at all. There's still idiot drivers that think that the law does not apply to them, and you really can't account for all those guys. So, in terms of that, you can't really fix stupid people. They have to just stay in your own lane. Now, even though it's not really that hot outside, the wind is super cold. Even though my body has already adjusted to the temperature, I still decided to bring my jacket. And we're not going to ditch my jacket and come back and find it later. That's just not happening. Because I paid way too much money for this jacket. My own money that I worked for. And I like the jacket. But the temperature will drop where we're going a little bit. Like, it's really shady. There's a lot of trees and foliage. And the amount of shade you get, it's not a whole lot. But in the summertime, when all the leaves on the trees are there, the place where we're about to be going gets very shady. It's kind of creepy. And I'm going there because I feel like walking. And I feel like today's a good day to do so. my tip to any avid adventurers, or rather beginner adventurers, people that don't normally do what I'm currently doing, my tip is know where you're at. Know what kind of a place it is. Know what kind of people reside there. A lot of that will dictate how the adventure goes. If you know that there's a lot of rich people that own a lot of property, sometimes, not all the time, they'll think they own everything. So you want to stay clear of people's private property because you don't want to trespass. If you know that you're living in a part of town with a high crime rate, you might want to not do the adventure at all. Or you want to pack like a self-defense weapon, like a taser or something. But me, there are apartments and houses on both sides. There's a clear trail, it is marked, and so I'm not really that concerned. There might be other walkers, so I know not to be hostile. Because when you see other adventurers or other people walking through these places, you don't really want to bother them. And if they are like you're talking to yourself, be like, I'm filming a video. You never know, you might get a subscriber. Okay, so there's a lot of frost. I don't know if the camera will get this. There's a lot of frost on the ground over there. It's all white. So it's not exactly cold weather. There's a lot of precipitation, a lot of moisture in the air. You can feel it when you breathe it in. Okay. So this thing over here, I mean, we all know what these are, but during this time of year, the water is at an all-time low, and it still flows, but there's not a whole lot of water in there. Normally it's a little higher, but not that much higher. And do not go down there. There's also a large open field up ahead, as well as some sort of sign or for sale or something like that right there. See this big large open plain here? I'll walk up here to show you guys real quick. This place would be ideal to throw a football. You guys can see I'm walking up. It's kind of steep. There's where we were. But yeah, this is a large open field. It's perfect for children to run around and play in. Because I tell you, if I were younger, all right, let's get down from here. Because again, it's kind of steep. All right. So again, it's a perfect place for kids to play. So if you have like a younger brother with a bunch of friends and you're tired of them throwing a football or a boomerang around the house, you can be old school and play outside. Of course, no kids do that these days. But if I was a kid again, and I knew that this was here, and I knew how to get here safely with my friends, we would probably be tossing football. Now, I'm telling you something about this street. Not that anyone's from here, but if you are, this street can be very pesky. There's a lot of asshole drivers that take this place as like a shortcut, and they're going really, really fast and over the speed limit. Now, it's a Sunday morning, so I doubt that those kind of drivers have woken up by now. But yeah, on some days, this place can be quite peaceful. There's the Kettering Fire Headquarters up ahead. So, be very respectful. I'll see that guy right there. Get thinks he's in the Indy 500. Alright, now this place is usually pretty dead, so we're just gonna cross this road like normal. As you guys can see way out there, nobody. And if we turn right around, nobody. So we're gonna cross. Okay, there is somebody, but they're way over there, so we're good. Okay, we're almost there. Wow. It says right now, currently, there's no one watching. There might be someone watching, but to let you know, we're almost there. And this is 30 minutes so far. So, to give you an idea, there's been 30 minutes of walking. Now, because it looks like I'm kind of buffy right here, that's because of that can. So, that's that. Huh. So I'm noticing there are some drivers that start staring at me, like actually like making eye contact. They're like, what the hell is this guy doing? It's kind of funny. There's a car coming out of here. It's gonna do its business. There's a car right there. And not that this is like a restricted area, but if anybody asks me, I'm going to the Iron Horse Trail. So, you know, it's a public place. It's public property. So, nothing they can really do besides say, hey, you gotta take a different route. If that's the case, I'm not gonna argue with them, because that's what they want you to do. They want to cause problems. So remember that as well. That no matter where you go, there will always be idiots. And you yourself might be an idiot and might want to be like, well, you know, you might have an excuse for something. Well, ask yourself, if someone did that to you, you know, would you like that? And I don't think Karens realize this. And I've never seen a Karen fight another Karen. That would be the battle of the century, right? To see two Karens yelling at each other at Walmart over some toilet paper or something. I think that'd be great. But no, I think a majority of people are not idiots. We just deal with idiots. So right there is a fire headquarters. So we're not going to scream. We're not going to say anything dumb. for some people. Sorry, I'm kind of thirsty. I still have my Monster Energy on me that we have not cracked open. That's so cool. They're flying a Marine Corps flag, an Ohio flag, and an American flag. 3 of my favorite flags. Look at that. That is a, may not be able to see it from here. I'm gonna pass over. But that is a McAfee heating and air building. So, and to prove to you we're going to a real place, as you can see, this green sign right there. I know we'll get up closer a little bit. Yeah, this place is pretty desolate. I like that. But there's a bicycle path. It says bike route right there. And so that's where we're going. Now we don't have a bicycle. Because why would we have a bicycle? We're going on a morning walk. Yeah, there's those flags. Ohio, American, and Marines. I can hear the geese. They're all over there. There's Bike Route 9. That's where we're going. The geese are all over there. I'm not scared of geese. But geese will fight people. And I've seen geese attack people. And not that I'm scared of them by any means. I just don't want to fuck with them because it's cold as shit outside for them. And they might be distressed. So the likelihood that they'll try to fight me may or may not be increased. I don't know anything about birds. I am no professional. I am a professional idiot, however. But don't worry, I'm not a Karen. I'm not that kind of idiot. But yeah, the geese are all over there because there's a large pond. There's no one here. They're gonna cross over. Also, if you look to the sky or hear that, someone's aviating. It's a great day for it. But yeah, there's this large pond over here. If you look there, there's a large geese, or there's geese all around there, all around the bank and everything. Well, you can see it up there. There's a plane. You can probably hear it, probably not see it. But yeah, these guys are just messing around, enjoying the water, I guess. The ground is extremely wet with morning dew. So every step's kind of like a wet step. Not that it's slippery. Naturally, it would be more slippery than usual. So, but you can kind of feel it. And you can kind of hear the moist, step of pressure when you step there. Yeah, look at that shot of the lake. That looks nice. That's really nice. I like that. Finally, a little chair. I could sit out here and watch the geese all day. But we're not doing that. I'm surprised I'm still alive. I'm very far away from my house. So it takes a little while to get here. So I said it's about 7 miles to and from the end of this trail, which we're not going to walk the entire trail, I don't think, today. I do hear like something moving. Sounds far away, like a car. So we're gonna cross more over on one side of the street in case there's someone coming through here pretty fast. Accidents always happen. People die every day. So, you know, you don't want to be one of those people. So play it safe. I sound like one of those commercials, don't I? Stay safe. Stay in school, kids. Alright, we have almost arrived. We're like literally here. This is insane. I'm gonna check the seats and see if they're wet with morning dew. If they are, we're not sitting down. I do not like having a moist ass. So, we're not gonna do that. But we're basically here. We're gonna go this way. We're wearing pretty heavy boots and a jacket. So I have a little bit of added weight. Not a whole lot though. There was a sign here. The sign's gone. Oh, the birds, that sounds so beautiful. So we're here. Seems like no one's watching. But relax. So here we are. So from this point forward, no motor vehicles all out here. Open from daylight to dark. Well, there's daylight outside. So you're technically not allowed here at night. Now, granted, alright, so there's a little rest stop right here. So this right here, oh yeah, this is dry. Okay, we're gonna take a little rest here. So right here, they should come back and fix this, but these are the different bike routes. They have a bike pump. Again, this is more designed for like a bike path. Alright, so it is dry, but very cold. God, this feels so peaceful. And you could really sit here all day. But chances of us doing that are slim to none, because I'm determined. So inside that pocket right there, I don't know if you guys can see it poking out. Let me try getting to it real quick. It is my Monster Energy. So I'm gonna take a quick rest. I'm gonna crack this open. Such an excellent morning. Got launched everywhere. Got all right over there. Can't even see it now. Cheers. All right. Let's go. So, that's the only rest stop we're getting. No, I'm just kidding. There are far shittier rest stops, but they all have these nasty trash cans that never get changed, so they stink. So we're gonna keep following this trail here. I told you it leads to somewhere. And some people probably have been watching for the full 45 minutes of dealing with me talk and dealing with my ugly face. So, you know, you guys should get a reward. It's been a while since I've had a monster. Holy shit. It's still cold. Again, it's a strange morning because I'm sweating a little bit. Not too much. But the cold has frozen my sweat a little bit. So my head feels kind of weird. So yeah, this is what we're going to be walking through today. These creepy barbed wire fences. And look at this. Wow. Look at that. This trail goes on. Let me be the first to tell you guys how I discovered this place. So, there was a large argument between me and my mom, and I left the house very, very frustrated, and I just kept walking and walking until I found this place on accident. Now keep in mind, this was about 2 years ago, but it was frozen. The entire trail had ice, so I had to walk very slow, very careful. Sorry, there was a cardinal. He flew by so fast. So yeah, look at that. And again, those are apartments. So there are houses on both sides and buildings. Oh, it looks like there are some fellow runners behind me. I don't know if you can see those guys back there, but they're running. I don't know, I'll give you guys a good shot. So it's very peaceful. So we're gonna move to the side, let these guys pass.
Morning.
Morning. This trail isn't easy to run, is it? Yep. So yeah, we don't normally run this trail because I'm in boots. And I need to be in proper running gear. But as you guys can see, people do run this trail. It's such a nice trail. Like, it's literally situated right here and it's really nice. I like it. Again, with the trees, when the leaves grow, it's really nice and shady. So in the summertime, if you got to run through here, you don't have to deal with the sun constantly doing its thing. So yeah, those guys are running the trail, which is kind of cool. But yeah, there's all kinds of people that go through here. So, like I said, remember what kind of people go to these kind of places. And this place is pretty safe. I've been through here a lot. So, you know, it's kind of neat. So you guys see above that mound, there is a apartment. So but there are apartments all around back there. So people might walk their dog through here. So you might want to check where you're walking to make sure you're not going to step in dog shit. So just a bit of a heads up. The back of my heel, I don't know why it's doing this, but I feel like a lot of friction on the back of my heel from the inside of my boot. I should have put on more boot powder to reduce the friction a little bit, because it feels like it's cutting into my skin. You know, I should have just worn my red shoes, but I decided my boots looked better with the outfit. I guess style over whatever. But yeah, dude, it is just simply gorgeous out here. I'm just messing with you guys. It's not that gorgeous. I like it though. There's not many places out here I like it. But going through here is an experience. And it's not that bad looking. It's not too many trees. Holy shit. So yeah, the trail is really long and we could go the whole trail, but I might turn back when we reach the second rest stop, because I feel like something's irritating the inside of my boot, and I don't know why, but I do not like it at all. Feels like there's like a piece, like charcoal or something, or not charcoal, like, I feel like there's a piece of mesquite in my boot. I don't know. But it feels like there's like a little chip of wood on like the heel part. And I feel like that's scraping against my skin. That's how it feels. And this trail goes on. Now, as you guys can see, there's a roadway ahead. And you're like, oh, now that's not a whole lot of trail. Well, when you cross the street, the trail keeps going. it almost never ends, it seems. Pardon the teeth. I drank a lot of Mountain Dew this morning before I did this. So I have a lot of sugar in my system. It makes you want to get up and go. But ooh, like it just hurts. So we're gonna take this rest stop up ahead and we're gonna see what's wrong with my boot. I'll look behind us. Okay, there's like nobody there. It's really peaceful, especially in the morning time. Remember though, whenever you come up with a bright idea, there's like 5 or 6 or 7 people with that same idea. So if you decide that you want to come here super early and beat everybody to it, you might encounter other people that have that same idea. So kind of always remember that. So always come prepared with a good attitude, so to speak, because I mean, if you look behind me, it's just a lot of trail we just tracked through here. And of course, like I said, the bottom of my feet, not the bottom of my feet, but like the heels, feel like they're scraping against wood, which really sucks. But I don't like that. Looks like somebody, ew. So it smells like a skunk died over here. Well, I don't know if you can see it behind that foliage, but there's like a piece of glass, like a glass screen or something. Where their house is situated through here. So do be mindful of that. I don't go into these kinds of places where there's houses on both sides and go screaming and cussing through the trail as loud as you can. I know some people out there that are dumb and love doing that kind of stuff. It is funny, but there are people that live here, and I always respect that. So I think this is a pretty clear shot. You guys might not be able to see it, but if we look forward, yeah. So beyond that road crossing, the trail just keeps on going. So again, okay, so there are those like stop signs up ahead. So we're gonna stop, take a little break, and see what's wrong with my shoes. Or what's wrong with my feet. And I'm going to assess if I want to keep going or if we turn back now. If I turn back now, the whole 40 something minutes to get here was wasted of walk time, and now we're gonna spend another 40 minutes walking back. You know, I decided to walk back. If I decide to walk back, chances are I'm not going to stream that because I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. But I wanted to show you guys that I really do walk to these places. I really do go to these places. I'm really about that. There's a PT Cruiser with red rims and matte black. I didn't show it because yeah, so these trash cans are very stinky. So 2 reasons I do not want to be here for a long time. Okay, now that is wet. Look at that. That is wet. Look at all that. Just scoop all that up. Okay. So it looks like, yeah, that stuff's really wet. Thank God I didn't sit in it all the way. Oh. Alright, so I'm just going to set my phone down. And check my boot. Okay. So what I'm going to do, not a lot of people are going to understand this at first. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck my jeans into my boot. So that way it sort of acts as some sort of cushion in between the, so I got a hole on the inside of my boot. Where the cushion, the fabric cushion used to be, and it's no longer there. So I'm just rubbing up against pure boot, and that just really seems to suck. So what I could do, I could walk the second part of the trail and turn back and call it quits and just go back home. So what we'll do is we'll tuck in the other part of the boot and we'll just keep going and see how it does. If it doesn't do anything, we'll just toughen through it. I'm a tough son of a bitch, because I am the Star Spangled Bastard. But I'll be right back. Go ahead and fix that. All right. So now with both boots sort of The jeans tucked in. This is very uncomfortable, but it doesn't hurt at all. So, sign saying your dog's got to be leashed. So, pretty basic rules, but yeah, it goes deep in there. Yeah. Okay, that is really wet. Probably can't see it, but we're not going to sit in it because I know better. This is probably the most beautiful part of the trail besides the last part. The last part is amazing. They have that cool bridge thing, which I might have to come back another day when the weather's a little nicer and I'm wearing less heavy clothes. Yeah, that tucking in my shit barely helped. Like, it doesn't like cut deep as it was before. Hold on, let me switch hands. Yeah, there's, oh shit. Hold on, let me fix that. Okay, so there is way less openness. It gets a little more narrow. So if you travel with a group, it does get a little narrow here. So remember that. Because if you travel with a group, you don't want to push somebody too far off to one side because then they're going to fall into that little ditch. It's not a big ditch, but who likes falling into a ditch? Not me. And the other thing, we're not going to pollute. I'm going to find a trash can because there's trash cans all through this trail, which is a nice thing, but you still see trash everywhere. The fact that they put trash cans here for people to throw their shit away so they don't throw it on the ground and they still throw it on the ground is not only disrespectful, but it makes places like this less nice. Now look at this. I am just stealing this from you guys. Look at this. Look at all this. It is just such, this is a really nice part of the trail. The houses get nicer. Oh, that tree looks like it's gonna bend. I don't know if you guys can see that right there, but the tree is bending. It's not good. But yeah, no, in the wintertime when all the leaves are dead, normally this part is really shady because of the leaves. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh. I think someone commented on my oh shit. My friend Steven, I guess, is watching this. He said the Zoom. Yeah, there was that time. But yeah, look how beautiful that is, guys. I really like it. During the daytime, this is such a satisfying trip, like such a satisfying walk. Again, during summer, the trees are very shady. We always take a look back. You know, I could have, personally, I could have worn my thick socks, which would have reduced the feeling of scratching against my heel. There's like a baby bird. Hold on. Oh, I can't see it. Oh, they're right there in the little ditch area. I don't think they're big, old enough to fly, but they're traveling. This is right there. There he goes. But the houses get really nice out here. I mean, if you can see the backyard, it's nice and green. Not to show the not to show people's private property, but it is really green. Like the color of green is just so nice. Like I love that color of green. There's something to a good green grass. It really is. Okay, it looks like someone's walking their dog up ahead. So again, we're not in a bad mood. And you know, they probably live in one of these houses. So they're just stepping out to take their dog on a little walk. So we're not gonna bother them. They're probably not gonna bother us. It actually looks like they're on something. Like a bicycle perhaps? I don't know. If you look up ahead and go to super zoom, yeah, it looks like they're running or biking. Okay. Looks like they're running. Oh. But yeah, feels good. Good weather. Yeah, people do run through these trails. So the trick to running, breathe through the nose, out through the mouth. That's the trick. If you can convince yourself to do that, you can run forever. Morning.
Your parents were the only ones.
So yeah, people come in groups. People like those people there come in groups, and it's fun because, well, again, the middle part, again, is pretty narrow. So again, if you come into a group, run into speed to where you're not going to shove the other person off the side. But yeah, we're gonna wait till we get to a trash can. I think after that we're gonna turn back and head back home. But yeah, I'm gonna flip the camera back so you guys can get a better view of all this. God, it is so beautiful out here. Now, when I first came here, you know, my experience was kind of shitty because I was in a bad mood, you know, because I got into an argument with my mom. And that's the whole reason I found my way over here. And I had no idea where this place led to. So I'm like, I want to keep going, but if I get lost, it's gonna suck to make it back. And I slipped on the ice a couple of times because it was during the winter time, a long time ago. Okay, so here you go. So here are some signs. Authorized motor vehicles only, so I'm assuming like a moped or something like that. Open daylight hours. No alcoholic beverages. No dumping, which means, you know, and clean up after your pet. So if you do bring a pet back here, and it does so happen to relieve itself, you need to clean up after it. So, you know, again, people don't really always follow the rules. Even if they're posted, there's always people that break rules. So, be prepared for anything. Be prepared to step into dog shit. Or even raccoon shit, you know? There are some wild animals that go through here. I mean, it's a wooded part of the area. I mean, it's not too wooded, but there's enough trees and enough critters that it will attract other critters. Yeah. Now, technically, I had no idea that you're not allowed to go through here at night. So, I'm not going to say who I was with, but we just thought it was pretty cool because there's nothing else like this. But don't come here at night. I figured out today, in that sign earlier, that it's only open throughout daylight hours. So the second it gets a little bit dark, and you're in here, just try to get out as quick as possible. Alright, I'm going to flip the camera so I can get a good look at that. That looks really nice. I'm going to turn around. Always turn around every now and again, especially if you get the feeling that you're being watched. Because just always be safe. You don't know where criminals or serial killers might be lurking. So say you go through here, you notice that there's not anyone else out here. There's some woods. There is some dense foliage. Make a perfect time for someone to kidnap you. So, always look out in your surroundings. And when you feel like you're being watched, just walk faster. Get out of the situation. Isolate yourself from the situation. So say there was somebody 30, 40 feet behind me, and I noticed them. Squirrel. So say that happens. The best way to deal with that is to actually stay on the trail, walk a bit faster, build more distance. So, okay, so here's a discovery. It looks like this recently fell because this looks fresh. I don't know why this fell, but it fell. I guess it fell from right there, and then the tip hit this, and the concrete may have broken it. Taking a look behind us, trail's clear. So always be sure. Now right around this little curve, so it curves to the right a little bit. So we're gonna stop around here because after the curve, there's gonna be a rest stop with a trash can. We're gonna throw away our monster and I'm gonna head home. Not that I'm scared or anything. It's just like my feet really hurt from the boots because there's holes in my boots. So I guess I should have came here more prepared. A good quality pair of like hiking boots, or like a good, like a really comfortable boot, or like a really comfortable shoe. Now I want to show you something. It's like a temporal anomaly. So look back there. Right there is where we came from. it doesn't seem like it's been that long. But if you look at the timestamp, hold on, let me fix the zoom. But if I look behind me, I can clearly see right where we came from. Which makes it seem really close by, but it's not. And I'll tell you something else. I've been noticing now again, I've been through this trail quite a bit through at night. So this middle section that we're in, and it is the middle, because if I flip the camera around, you guys can see there's some road signs right ahead. And it goes on. The trail continues. So this is the middle. So think of this as like one of two. I think this is two of three little patches of like you know, road that we're walking on. So now we're going to turn back. But yeah, no, it definitely keeps continuing. So no, it definitely keeps continuing. But I'm going to head back home. Because I don't know. To actually take off my okay. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna take off my jacket. Actually, put my phone in my pocket real quick while I take off my jacket. Alright, so I took off my jacket. I have it slung over here. So, yeah. And so I stopped there. As you can hear, it's kind of like, sorry, this shirt is just horrible. It needs to be washed. I'm sweating so much in this thing. It's mainly because of this jacket here. It's really nice and well insulated. So anyway, I don't know. So I'm gonna put an arm through here just so it doesn't sling off my shoulder here, because this is a really nice jacket. So, but yeah, no, I've been through this trail quite a bit at night, and I'm just gonna tell you, don't do it. Again, I'm not gonna say I always go with a buddy, and I'm not gonna say who it is because I don't want to get them in trouble. And I had no idea that this place is prohibited at night. I had no idea. So, but from now on, we're never doing it again. But yeah, no, it was an experience when we experienced it. And it was its own thing. But oh, this is a really nice trail. And I don't know. I've been through quite a bit of biking trails. Mainly because biking is like my main form of transportation, so. Hey, look at this optical illusion. Like, look at that. We turn around and there's that curve. And we turn over here. We'll zoom it in a little bit. But it doesn't seem too far away, does it? Watch that timestamp. Because I'm telling you that time passes differently here, it seems. So, it doesn't seem like it really does. There's a person, or it looks like a person, walking through here from the distance. We're gonna mind our own business. I know it is such nice weather here. Again, treat every person you meet as a potential threat. I got my camera, but I'm willing to throw this camera, or this phone, to the side along with my jacket and fight for bloody life. It looks like they're on a bike, so they're not really a problem. Morning. Yeah, so there's a bicyclist. So never be afraid to just say good morning, good afternoon. Because again, these people are just normal people. You want to be able to identify that. So I'm sort of carrying my coat. So yeah, I'm really digging this. After my feet, it's been a little bit. My feet still have that feeling, but it doesn't hurt as much as it did before. I guess my feet have just gotten used to it. But we got a long way to go to get home. And this shirt, oh boy. Now I just feel like kind of slinging the jacket back on, so we'll flip that on. So, yeah. I'm just scanning my environment. I hear what sounds like squirrels. I always double check and be sure, because this house right here has no fence. So if they let their dog out, say they had a dog, they let it out, it sees me and chases after me. Well, they should have a fence there, but say they don't, whatever, then that could be a potential problem. which means if their dog is non-hostile and just follows me wherever I go, I need to go across there, back into their yard and say, hey, your dog's following me, and I was just passing through the trail back here, and so I just wanted you to know that your dog's, safe. I'm not a dog kidnapper, and then get the hell off their property. But that's a really strange scenario, but you should always plan ahead what kind of little things you might run into, because the world is a very mysterious place, full of mysterious people. But yeah, I know. It's good exercise. No, it really, really is. God, I just love the sound of the birds. Alright, guys. I'll probably make it to the end of the trail, then cut it off, because my walk home, I'm gonna be so miserable. I'm like, I gotta walk home. This sucks. My feet hurt. My back hurts. My legs are killing me. My arms are noodles. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not a little bitch. But I might be. I'm just messing with you guys. Yeah, dude, look at that green grass. Hold on a minute. Look at that green grass. That is so green. I really like their backyard. That's really cool. Like, whatever tone of green that is, I like it. It is a really nice green. Yeah, it looks clear. The trail looks totally clear. Oh, someone's dog's back there. Holy shit, what do you know? And it's not fenced in either. I don't think the dog sees me. I think it's just messing around in its own yard. It might have one of them shot collars, where if it goes too far away from the property, it might shock it. So we might be safe, but if the dog does come and get us, if it's hostile, I don't know what I'll have to do. I'll have to cut off the stream and defend myself. But if it's not, I'm going to have to return it back to its owner, you know? I love this weather. Just scanning my surroundings. Always be safe. So when I get back home, I have a little bit of breakfast and start my daily workout. This is such a nice trail. I'll let you guys sort of see a little bit more of it from this angle. But yeah, no guys, we were all the way back there. Think about that. All the way back there. So wow. Oh, I love that breeze. You guys can't hear it. It is such a gentle but cold breeze. Now, suppose for just a second I decide to run this trail, my feet would be killing me. But in fact, if it were a life or death situation and someone were chasing behind me, I'd make it to the street and hold position. Because then you have people out there moving cars you can shove a crazy person into. And then you got witnesses. So, but if there was a crazy person, say there was no cars, there was a crazy person after me through here, I would run even if my feet hurt. So do remember to always go at a slower pace to conserve emergency energy. You don't know if it's going to start like raining or all of a sudden say we get some sort of tornado warning and you got to make it back home or make it somewhere safe. Save your emergency energy. Or like say there was a really strange like creature back here. Like you never know. So emergency energy, folks. That's actually kind of a pretty cool little Mini Cooper. You guys probably can't see it through the trees there. It's a green Mini Cooper. Probably can't see it from here. Right there it is. Now, these roads are still unoccupied. It really feels like no one's driving through them. So this is definitely a bike trail. So. But they definitely have their shit posted up. That's good. Oh, it looks like there's some people up ahead. Looks like there might be one or two of them running in what looks to be like a group. Zoom in and see if I can't get a better look. Yeah, I think I see people. I think my eyes are stronger than the camera itself. There looks to be two people wearing black and one person wearing lime green. It looks like they're running toward me or away from me. It's kind of hard to tell. But if they're running toward me, I'm just gonna say hi. That's a really good part of town. Oh, there's a cat. Hold on a second. Look at this. There's a cat. You see him? Right there. I'll put my finger right there. You can see him. He's right there. Hey, kitty. Here's a better look of him. Right there, he's black and has a white thing around his chest. There's a cat. Kind of neat. But those are 3 people up ahead. Oh, there's like some sort of a church bell. That cat's watching me. That's cool. Okay, yeah, they're definitely coming at me. Look at the grass, man. That's so green back there. That's so nice. Yeah, they're definitely coming toward us. Yep. Oh. There's a biker. Oh, he's dubbed in that. Morning. All right. So, yeah, you will encounter people. Just say good morning, good afternoon, be friendly. Oh shit. Zoom in again. I don't like this place. Yeah, dude, it's such a cool trail. Huh. To think. Really to think that all of this used to all be woods. All these houses. Imagine rows of trees through there. Just imagine rows and rows of trees through here. As far as the eye can see. That's what this used to be. And now it's this really cool trail. So, I don't know. But I'm hungry. So when I get home, I'll have a bite to eat. And hopefully if I'm still awake, I might stream some video games later. So, I don't know. But, oh, okay. There's a little bird right over here. Oh, it could fly. Okay. There's a lot of little birdies out here. Now, this is an odd shaped tree. Let me flip the camera. So look at that tree. So it looks like something, I don't know. That's such a weird shaped tree. I know, that'd be really cool if there's like a nest right there. That'd be pretty sweet. The squirrels are just going crazy. They're just staring at me, dead still, like I can't see them. And then you have this mess right here. Now this is the only shitty part about it. This place here is just a mess. I don't know why, but at this point, this place is just the messiest. The sun's really come out. Always check my surroundings. Looks like sort of ivy's starting to grow here. It might be way more potent in the summertime. Some ivy's already starting to grow. And it's really healthy green too. It's a really nice contrast. But unfortunately it's not at its full potential because of all this like mess right here. All these nasty trees and rubbish. So if I was a kid, this looks like an access from the apartments back there to back here. And I can tell because it's more clear on this side that people go through here more frequently. But yeah, I really appreciate whoever's watching. But you know, I mean, I get it, it's really early in the morning, but I really like taking advantage of every day. And I figured it would be kind of a cool adventure, maybe, to get some time to sort of just de-escalate, walk around, enjoy nature. It smells pretty good. Again, it doesn't smell like true nature. Countryside stinks. City side doesn't really stink. You get used to it after a while. But true nature, like around good trees, away from cow manure, it smells great. And it's like a perfect blend of like trees, but like suburban installations. I mean, they're kind of probably around like 9 or 10 yards away, some of them on that side, whereas they're closer on this side. So okay, having to scan my environment around me using the phone. It's kind of cool. You can use the camera and see behind you. But that's just me using my head now. I am going to warn you guys, here's a great prime example of this, of what not to do. Here, I'll flip the camera. So if you ever see any sort of offbeat trails, do not go through here. God knows where it leads to. God only knows why it's there. And don't go off the trail. Even though that doesn't look like that leads to anywhere, that might be private. As you guys can see also over here, this is slightly different. So this clearly just takes it into the apartment complex here, and this is sort of a way for them to go from there through here onto the trail. So that's kind of different. But if you see that, I wouldn't trust that. But if you see it like man-made, it's like a bridge, like you can tell, and it's pretty obvious this is for the apartments. You know, I mean, that's pretty obvious. But that other trail, it looks flat. It looks like vehicles have gone through there. And that might be what it is. You know, it might be for an access for vehicles, which means it might take you to a private garage for vehicles to go through here for road maintenance or something. I don't know. But they will definitely not like you going through these private businesses. And as you can see here, very clearly, maybe not so clearly, there is no fence stopping you from going from right where I'm standing to behind that building. So don't actually go exploring in the buildings. Now on this side, there's a very clear barbed wire fence that if we were to, I'm not trespassing, I'm not trying to promote trespassing, but when you see, you know, barbed wire fencing like this, you know, it's a clear indication that they don't want you to go in there. So don't go in there. Even if there is, say somebody cuts a hole into the fence and made a way in there, don't do it. And look at this, what did I tell you guys about earlier? don't trust it. Right there's some dog shit. So watch where you step. But you know, adventuring is really fun. My friend Steven and I, when we were kids, we loved to go adventuring in the neighborhood. And there's nothing wrong with it. But you have to be responsible. And you have to do it the legal way. Let me check my phone real quick. I can't see myself. So, hold on. Okay. Alright guys, so my phone is at 5%. So it drained my whole battery. So yeah, no, this is the end of the trail. Right where we began. But yeah, no, my phone is gonna die. It's only at 5%. So I had no idea. Coast is clear. So we made it through alive. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you like this kind of content. If you want to see more of me just walking and talking through places like this. Maybe if I start streaming when I get there, instead of having you guys watch me get there, it might be more entertaining. But I think it's good that we left when we did, because my phone is only at 5%. So my phone would have died on the way back. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.